What if I told you that you could become a shareholder in one of Nigeria's biggest companies by tomorrow, literally owning a slice of an enterprise right from your phone? And what if I also told you most Nigerians don't even know how to get started? In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to start investing now in the NGX, Nigerian Exchange. Step by step, from opening a brokerage account, doing your KYC, registering with the CSCS, to understanding all the fees, taxes, and common pitfalls so you don't lose money before you even begin. Before we dive into process, a quick reality check. Interest rates in Nigeria are volatile. Inflation is always knocking at your door, and putting your money in cash or fixed deposits might erode your capital over time. The NGX gives you a chance to own equity, that is, shares in companies, and potentially ride not just dividends, but capital appreciation over years. Also, Nigeria's capital market is evolving. New listings, reforms, retail investor pushes. It's a time with opportunity. But opportunity without the how is just luck. In this video, I'll give you the how. Let's break it down. Step 1 is selecting a stockbroker. That is, a registered firm that's licensed to deal in equities on the NGX. You can't trade on NGX directly. You must go through one. The NGX website publishes a list of trading license holder firms you can choose from. Popular names include Cardinal Stone Securities, Meristem, Stanbic IBTC Stockbrokers, Afrinvest, CSL, FBNquest, and others. When choosing a broker, consider their reputation, reliability, reviews, their trading platform, web app, mobile app, their fees and commissions, how easy it is to reach support, whether they have a strong track record. Once you've chosen, begin an application. Many brokers let you start this online. Fill out an account opening form, upload documents, submit KYC, etc. For example, Stanbic IBTC's process allows submission of ID, proof of address, photo, etc. The broker will review your application, and once approved, can take 1 to 2 business days typically, your trading account becomes active. Key documents you'll need, common across brokers: valid means of identification, international passport, driver's license, national ID, etc. Passport photograph or digital photo, proof of address, utility bill, bank statement, etc. Recent bank account details for funding, withdrawals. Your BVN, bank verification number, often requested in Nigeria for identity linking. If you're non-resident or foreign investor, there may be extra steps like notarization, expatriate documentation, etc. Once approved, the broker gives you a trading account ID or login credentials. KYC means Know Your Customer. This is a regulatory requirement that all brokers must verify your identity, address, source of funds, and ensure you're not part of money laundering or illicit schemes. During KYC, your broker may request copies of all ID documents, a selfie or video verification, bank statements or proof of fund origin, utility bills or tenancy agreement for residents, a signed mandate or agreement. They will cross-check with official records, verify your BVN, and confirm that everything is consistent. Only after KYC is approved can you trade. Some brokers say it takes up to 2 business days. If any document is invalid, expired ID, old utility bill, mismatched name/address, your application could be delayed or rejected, so submit clean, clear documents. Once your broker account is ready, the next essential piece is the CSCS, Central Securities Clearing System, operated via CSCS PLC. This is like the backbone that holds shares electronically and ensures proper settlement and custodial services. Why CSCS matters? It ensures your shares are held in dematerialized electronic form, not paper certificates. It maintains your unique CSCS account number, sometimes called CSCS depository account. It acts as the clearing and settlement system between your broker, the exchange, and other parties. It prevents fraud, multiple double sales, and ensures ownership is transparent. You or your broker must open a CSCS account in your name or link to your broker. Often the broker helps you with this during the account opening. Yocha's guide mentions open an account on the CSCS as step 2. CSCS also charges a broker code creation fee, one-off, and transaction settlement fees. For example, CSCS lists broker code creation, NGX, 145,600 Naira plus 7.5% VAT as one such one-time cost. Once your CSCS account is set, you'll have a CSCS number. This becomes part of your identity in the NGX system. Now with your broker, KYC cleared, CSCS set up, you can fund your trading brokerage account. Typically, you'll wire or transfer money from your bank into the broker's designated account, with reference to your trade account. Once funds clear, log into your broker's trading platform, web or mobile. Browse listed stocks, view prices, and place your trade order, either limit order or market order, depending on the system. Then your order goes to the NGX trading engine, is matched, executed, and settled via CSCS. Your shares become reflected in your CSCS account after settlement. When trading on NGX, you face several layers of cost. Some are broker charges, others are statutory or regulatory. Transparency here matters. Many beginners lose money ignoring these. Here's a breakdown. Broker's commission. This is the fee the broker charges you, typically negotiable depending on volume. Many brokers charge around 1.35% of the transaction value. VAT on that commission, 7.5% of the broker commission. Statutory regulatory fees on sell and buy. NGX exchange fee, approximately 0.3% of trade value. SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission fee, approximately 0.3% on buy side. CSCS transaction/dematerialization fee, approximately 0.3% on sell side. Stamp duty, approximately 0.075 to 0.08%. Trade alert/notification fee, flat 4 Naira per transaction, plus VAT often charged by CSCS or brokers. Many sources compute total effective cost. Some brokers compute buy-side total approximately 1.13% of consideration. Sell approximately 1.48%. Stanbic IBTCs quoted. Rates, Mission Securities shows total for buy equals 1.8555%, including commission, VAT, statutory fees. For sell equals 2.1855%, including everything. Yokar provides another breakdown. Buy equals approximately 1.725%. Sell equals approximately 2.025%, including statutory and commission. Thus, when you see a stock with price 100,000 Naira, your all-in cost might eat up approximately 1,700 to 2,000 Naira, depending on whether you're buying or selling. As transaction volume increases, brokers sometimes negotiate lower commission. Important point. Only the broker's commission is negotiable. Statutory fees, NGX, SEC, CSCS, stamp duty, are fixed and non-negotiable. Be aware and always confirm all-in cost before placing a trade. You may wonder, do you pay taxes on profits and trades on the NGX? The short, yes, potentially. But the tax regime is evolving and somewhat ambiguous in Nigeria, so consult a qualified tax advisor for your case. I'll outline typical implications. Capital gains tax, CGT. In Nigeria, capital gains tax is 10% on gains from disposal of shares, i.e. the profit you realize. However, historically, enforcement has been weak, and many retail investors are unaware. But legally, the gains are taxable. Withholding taxes, dividend tax. Dividends paid by companies are subject to withholding tax, withheld at source. The rate depends on your status, resident, non-resident, and applicable double taxation treaties. You receive dividends net of withholdings. Stamp duty and other levies. Stamp duties on share purchase/sale are statutory and embedded in transaction charges, approximately 0.075%, as we covered. That is a form of tax. Income tax. Other reporting profits from trading, if frequent, might be considered business income. You may need to declare them in your annual tax returns and pay additional income tax. Also, if you're trading as a business, you may incur further tax obligations. VAT brokers charge VAT, 7.5% in Nigeria, on their services. commission, sometimes alert fees. But this is not your tax on gains. It's a tax component of brokerage cost. Because tax law can change, always check the latest practice with the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) or a tax consultant. But from a practical point of view, always reserve a portion of gains aside for potential tax liability. Before we wrap, here are frequent mistakes new investors make on NGX and how you can avoid them. Jumping into hot tips or rumors without research. Always analyze fundamentals, P/E, balance sheet, industry, rather than chasing hype. Ignoring transaction cost drag. If your trade is small, fees could wipe profits. Always run numbers, net profit after all costs. Overtrading, too frequent buys or sells, increases costs and invites losses. Don't treat NGX like a casino, holding through panic, markets fluctuate, avoid emotional reaction unless fundamentals collapse. Not diversifying, putting all your capital in one stock is risky. Spread across sectors or stocks. Failing to monitor corporate actions, bonus issues, rights issues, stock splits. These affect your holdings. Using an unreliable broker or platform that has downtime or hidden costs. Always pick trustworthy brokers. Ignoring liquidity. Some stocks thinly traded, it may be hard to exit. Favor reasonably liquid stocks. Failing to check your KYC/CSCS status before trading. Your orders may be rejected if your account isn't properly configured. Avoid those and you'll save yourself headaches. If you follow this, you'll go from zero exposure to the Nigerian capital market to owning equities and having everything configured properly so your trades actually execute, your shares are safe, and you understand costs and taxes. If you like, I can in the next video show you how to pick your first 5 stocks for beginners on NGX with screening tools and fundamentals. Let me know in the comments. If this video was useful, hit subscribe to the channel if you're not already, like the video, and share it with anyone who's been asking, how do I invest in Nigerian stocks? I'll see you in the next video.